Okay, good morning. I'm back with another craft with me. I needed to make some tags for a journal I'm working on, so I thought, why not turn on the camera? So I'm using this awesome vintage, very old grid paper from my old cement company, and I'm using that for one side, the writing side, of course. And then, so I've just, when I resize something and I want to print it out on cardstock, I've got this thinner cardstock that I usually print on. And if I shrunk it down enough, I've got some pretty good scrap pieces. So that's what I'm making these out of. They're 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'll wait until the end to make the tag shape. And then, my glue book here. Hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, it's nippy here in Florida. Well, for Florida, it's nippy. It's in the 40s. It's been that way ever since that big storm passed through. Usually when we get a storm, it's so strange. It's like well, maybe it's not strange, and I just think it is. It puts all the hot air in front of it, and just you're hot and humid for days. And then the storm hits, and you're just like, phew, finally. It feels much cooler, but then, I don't know, this time, it just went like super cold. So anyway, we'll do 2 of those. It's nothing that people haven't done before. I just thought I would share with you what I like to do with my scraps that we all have. We've all got tons of scraps. This is one way that I have found that I like to use them. Put it on the glue. Make sure that's good and sealed along the edges. If it isn't, that's alright. I'm probably gonna sew around them anyway. So what do you all think of that newfangled slow stitching, do they call it, or hand stitching? Oh, you know, those embroidery stitches that my mother taught me years ago. And of course, which one do I remember? The blanket stitch. That's the one I remember. But sometimes that doesn't work so well with paper because it's so, in order to get it the right firmness around, what's the word I want? To get it right all the way around, you kind of have to pull a bit, and I always rip the paper. So, I think I'll stick with machine stitching for now. If any stitching, sometimes I just like to glue and leave it. It gives them a little more journaling space. And, I don't know, sometimes you just get tired of doing things one way. So let's do it another way. No problem. Alright, get this out of the way. Okay, now we've got 2 backs. Now, for the front. What I've done, excuse me, is one of the, I think it was the Goddess Journal. She had these tags that had a nice shape to them, and so I've just traced around them with these and added them to a tag. This is my porch print paper, which is really pretty, and I think I have enough. Let's see. I'm gonna be close, but I think we can do it. So we'll just glue the glue doesn't come out with a lid on it. Can you imagine? You know, we didn't have glue sticks when I was in grade school. we had paste, or we had Elmer's glue, the wet glue. And I don't know, we were silly kids, and we would put like piles of glue on our hand and then just peel it off. Isn't that silly? I don't know. Kids, why do we do what we did? I don't know. There's that side. Let that sit for a minute. And then another scrap piece that I'll put on this one. These are super simple and an awesome way, excuse me, choose up your scraps or pages that you just didn't need for that journal. Sometimes you'll print out a whole kit and you'll only use a portion of it because, let's face it, some kits are so super generous. They give you so much stuff. So I look at it as you either make 2 journals, which I've done, or you just use up the scraps. Use up the leftovers. Where did it go? There you are. When I ask my husband to look for something and he can't find it, I wonder if he's using his guy eyes. Something that my sister-in-law came up with when she asks her son to go get something and he can't find it. She's like, well, don't use your guy eyes and then maybe you'll find it. Excuse me. But, you know, I have guy eyes sometimes too. Sometimes it's like right in front of you and you're just like, whoa, where was that? Making things simple but pretty. That's what I like about junk journals. You can go all out if you want, that's fine. But sometimes you just want you want a journal that somebody can write in. That's pretty and flat and they can write in it. That is my goal when I make a journal. But you can take these ideas and go all out with them. You can stencil on them, which is also flat, and yet adds a bit of, it softens things, I think, and it makes them kind of pretty. I like it. I have been known to just take a whole journal card or a tag and just stencil on the whole thing. And it is so pretty. Well, I didn't do that one so good, so we'll just make this one a little more narrow. No big deal. Still usable. Okay, so that's that one. Oops, keep bumping the camera. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Now, where did my... Oh, don't you hate it when you do that? Oh, my goodness. Alright, we'll just use this one as a template. Alright, that's our top. So we'll take this lovely Tracy Fox tag and use it as a template for our corners. There's that one. And that's the darndest thing where I put that. A really secure location, I'm sure. Okay. Beautiful sunshine out there, though. Cold winter sunshine. I don't know. I think Florida forgot to get the memo that it's spring. Although I do love it when it's cooler temperatures. I'm not much for the heat. I overheat so easily. But there we go. Okay, there's 2 more tags. And you never have enough tags, really. And then just ink around the edges a little, get rid of some of that white. This already has such great color on it, but since we've cut it, maybe a little more color would be a good idea. Excuse me. Oh, I went to the doctor yesterday. Those are always fun. They're trying to figure out why I am the way I am. So he's not sure. So he wants to send me to a couple of specialists. Ear, nose, and throat, and a rheumatologist. Like, I already have fibromyalgia. Please don't tell me I have another problem. But what can you do? Problems are there. So there's those 2, 3. Then let's see. We've got some labels from Tracy Fox that I've cut out in preparation. And let's see. We have blue, no. Let's see, would a big one be a good idea? Let's check first. I don't know about red though. Maybe a green. Let's see if we have green. No, those are too big. Seriously? Where are they? Okay. Black. Maybe black will be good. Let's check that. Maybe. Need to finish cutting these out. I just kind of do a serious rough chop on these. Ooh, I like that one. That's a maybe. I try to like the oval ones, but they're hit and miss for me. That's it. Yep. Sometimes you just go through it and you're like, I have no idea what I'm looking for. But on rare occasions, as soon as you find it, I'm just cutting around it a little more precisely. And it's easier if I do it over the garbage can. Although, I think I missed more than I hit the garbage. Oh, goodness. Okay. So let's see. Get a little. And this one. Okay. Now with the other ones, I just kind of added labels with labels, the number labels. And I like the idea. I think I might want to try that again. If I can find a label I like that goes with it. Or just that I like. Let's see. So what have you all been working on? I hope you have amazing things you can create. It always makes me feel good when just even one piece of what I'm trying to make works. Like, yes! And it's so pretty. But it doesn't always work that way, but it's nice when it does. Okay. Right up to the edge. Well, almost up to the edge. Excuse me. Let's keep having these frogs in my throat. That's one of the things that he couldn't. Apparently I'm not allergic to anything. I've done the allergy tests and I have no allergies. So he's like, what he thinks it is, part of my problem, is that I'm just super sensitive to changes in pressure and that one, and strong smells, that they really set off my sinuses to where I can't breathe as well. I have an inhaler, but still I have the hardest time breathing sometimes, especially when I exert. It's like, oh, I cannot breathe. So, ear, nose, and throat guy. Let's see what he says. But maybe, just maybe, this is just me. Sounds sad, doesn't it? Okay, so when I put a label kind of off and behind something, I set it first. So I put what I want it behind, and then I put the label close as I can get where I want it. And I have been lately printing my labels onto label making paper, so it's all sticky on the back for you. So it's just like setting a sticker, and it's not as bulky. It's very flat, but you still get the effect you're going for. Now, I can let her do that, label it herself, which I think I might do, like a date or something on it. So anyway, those are ones I've come up with. I just thought that I would show them to you and how I've created them. And then these two are the kind of a curve on the top and just like behind. And I'm not sure yet, but I think that I will be sewing around them. So that's what I've come up with for today with Craft with Me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll take your scraps and make something simple and amazing. You can do tearing and all the different kinds of scraps that you have that go together. That's fine too. I just had these bigger pieces, so I thought, why not use them? Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you like and subscribe, and have a wonderful spring day. Bye-bye.